The world always changes, but one thing is still the same. Even the strongest pass through Oz Gate. So when you fight, fight with honor, because cowards die forgotten, and we wait for you. On the other side.
When will you pass through?
Hello! And welcome to Shadows of Archonia 2, our weekly Worlds Without Number live stream campaign. My name is Steve Boshier, and I will be your game master for the evening. That's right, yes, I deserve it.
And I'll be playing the amazing Eddie Bones. My name is Alan.
He's Yoda today.
Change you up a little bit.
Hello, I'm Yuri. I am playing the Supreme Leader, Sally One Eye. As you can see,
You're not quite at Supreme Leader level yet. You're like...
I could aspire.
Yeah, okay.
Lowly Prince, soon to be King Annenbeck III, played by yours truly, Maxwell Derventon.
I'm Matt, and it doesn't matter because I'm not even here anymore.
Man.
You're not here.
No,
Spoilers! Oh my god, someone knocked the logo askew.
True Fane, the wizard fox that is currently held captive in a
That wasn't me.
rock.
It was me.
All right. Yes. Anyway, at this time, I will give our content warning. This is a dark fantasy show with horror themes, foul language, brutal violence, and what? Are we watching ourselves live?
We just want to make sure.
We're trying to get that.
Make sure it was
Did you just go
working.
to SOS?
Thank you for making sure it's working.
Trying to get that.
911, what's your emergency?
That would be me.
We swat ourselves.
All right.
Sorry.
Apologies.
Fast version of the content warning. Shit gets real. If you don't want to see it, go elsewhere. Also, let's see. We're using, like I said, Worlds Without Number. The book's up here. I'm not going to grab it right now, but it is an OSR system by Kevin Crawford of Sign Nominate Publishing. It's a great system. Highly recommend you check it out. We have also used Cities Without Number on this channel, Ashes Without Number, and once we played Stars Without Number. All great books. So let's see. So digital artwork. The character art in front of our players here is by myself, as was the character animation in the intro that you saw a minute ago. I do take commissions. If you would like to have your character or party rendered in my style, hit me up and we can talk about it.
Or just hit us up on Discord for fun.
Voiceovers in the intro were by Throck and Oven, aka Joshua and Carolyn.
They're great people.
Our long dead former castmates.
They were great people.
No, they're fine.
Fare thee well.
They were fine last I heard, which was recently.
See, once you're on the show, you'd never leave.
They've both guest starred multiple times in this campaign. So
Allegedly.
allegedly.
Their clone.
If you are watching on Twitch, you should know there's a YouTube channel, and if you're watching on YouTube, you should know there's a Twitch channel. Go watch us on your preferred platform. The back episodes will be on YouTube in perpetuity. Also, we have a whole other show called Tales from the Backlog. This show, on Friday nights, we do our ongoing campaigns like this one, which is Shadows of Archonia 2. We did 100 episodes of Shadows of Archonia 1. We did like 17-ish episodes of Cyberpunk Red. We've done 10 or 11 episodes of Midlight City Operators, our Cities Without Number game. And yeah, so it tends to be that our ongoing campaigns are here on Friday night, and our one-shots and short games are on Mondays on the Tales from the Backlog show. We are currently 2 episodes into a 3-episode game of Arcane Arcade's Fallout, run by Mr. Allen.
Woohoo!
This guy here.
There he is.
Yes.
Coins.
Yeah, we do need coins.
As is our custom, anytime a Friday night cast member who is not me appears on Monday night, they get a coin. One for Alan, one for Yuri from this week. Here's your cup of coins.
Can I have a coin for getting sucked into a rock?
No,
Can I get a coin for being me?
you do. On a regular basis.
But like now?
No. Yeah, so that's that. Also, join our Discord, whether you're watching on Twitch or YouTube. You'll find a link to our Discord below the video. We'd love to talk with you. We're all in there. We say hi, talk about our games, talk about other people's games, and so forth. We see Carlos in the Twitch chat. He's in our Discord. Be like Carlos. Join our Discord.
Carlos is cool.
Yeah, it's also not his name. His name's Andrew.
But we've been calling him Carlos for
Right.
such a long
Well,
time
he
that
made
we're
his-
going to continue that.
He made his screen name like a regular person's name, and so we learned it. But then we found out that it was the name of a character of his. So anyway, I hope you don't mind. We still call you Carlos. That's it for the plugs, except for our Patreon. Join our Patreon. Every little bit helps. We would love to have more money for cameras, mics, lighting, better computer hardware, maybe one day soundproofing.
One day a
One day.
studio.
Ooh, that's like 10 days of studio. So there's that. I would like for you guys to please run a recap of last week, because I've noticed that my button to change the songs is broken. So I'm gonna get up and fix it.
What happened? We're doing
That is the question. What happened?
Finally got to low light.
Oh yeah.
Finally got to low light.
It wasn't as great as we thought it was.
Well, we knew it wasn't going to be that great.
Our ships did very
No,
well
I mean
in
my
battle.
Oh.
Our ships did do very well in battle.
Oh my god, so well. Yes.
Yeah.
A little too well, if you ask me.
What are you talking about? That's the best.
I actually rode well last week.
That's why I'm saying a little too well.
So
Okay.
not weighted or anything.
So basically, we planned out a best way to get into low lights by distracting the surrounding army, splitting them off.
Is that Prison Break too?
A prison break, yes.
Yeah, it was also a prison break. Yeah.
Well, a lot of stuff happened before.
Literally, let's focus.
We
one
met
by
Eric's Eric.
one. Oh my god. So ship battle, we split them off north to south. And our ships did very well against their army, while we snuck in through some dwarven tunnels from one of your contacts from previous.
Yes, we did.
We found a tower. We went to a tower where Eric and Annan used to hang out and just hang out.
Hang out.
Hang out.
I'm doing air quotes. Hang out.
No, they're on camera. We saw them.
Alan left to save or meet Eric and the Resistance.
Excuse me, Eddie left.
Sorry, Eddie left.
He was Eric for a minute.
He was Eric for a minute. He later came back after we had left that original tower to go to and met Eric's brother, what's his name? Dustin or something?
Bustin'.
No, it was. I don't think it was Bustin. I forgot his brother's name, but Steve knows. So
Brother-in-law. Just call him brother-in-law.
yeah, brother. Well, we're not married. And then we went to the prison, had a cool little prison break, and then we snuck into the castle. Very expertly, we cast a spell. I don't know if it was that clever, but we cast a spell, turned ourselves invisible, and went into the library where I believe it was Dustin that said...
It's actually pretty rudimentary.
Yeah, it's pretty rudimentary. Dustin, I believe, said that there was like a weird thing going on in the library, so we went to the library and we found a red stone. Little did I know that the red stone, little did Max know, that the red stone was in Ashes Without Number. Go watch that episode a few weeks back. And this fucker touched it and got sucked into it, and now everything has gone into chaos. I'm about to run and touch the stone, but
You should actually feel bad for the stone.
Well,
It actually not terribly significant, but it was actually Eric Izmir who told you to go to the laboratory, not his brother.
I keep calling him Dustin, brother Dustin. That's not right.
No, that's right.
Oh, it was right.
Here's fun fact. Dustin was the name of my best friend's little brother as a kid.
I don't like Dustin.
The more you know.
Well, at the
Not your
time,
friend,
I
but-
didn't either. Because he wasn't my friend. He was my friend's little brother. And now I know that I actually didn't know Dustin.
Huh.
Dustin was my neighbor.
Dustin was my neighbor's dog.
I don't know a Dustin in my life.
You haven't lived.
I have not lived.
All right. So, yeah, that's the recap. Asarius is inside a stone.
And when we say that, we want to make it clear that this is his
Kind of cozy in here.
wolf form that's inside of it.
Well, it's a
Sorry,
fox. Yeah, the
form.
fox.
So the fox is gone.
The fox is the actual wizard. The fox is Asarius.
I'm just saying that because I don't think most people understand.
I think everyone understands. Well, if they've watched the show. But yeah, the gimmick for the first 16 or so episodes was that they were running a con. The halfling was really the familiar, and the fox was the wizard.
Oh, meanwhile, Renly is passed out.
Yeah, Renly, the familiar, is passed out.
Oh, he passed out?
Yeah, he lost consciousness.
When the fox
Because-
disappeared.
Yeah, what happened was Renly, being the one with hands, picked up the stone. The power passed through him to reach Asarius. And so that may be what knocked him out, was the power passing through him. It may just, it also may just be that he is not able to function with Asarius no longer on this plane. Hey, Deltron, welcome.
Hey.
Yeah, so seeing Renly fall, Asarius the fox is not here at all.
No,
No.
that's who disappeared. But you guys know that that's the real person. The fox.
Yeah,
is
in shock, I push you and I immediately start running towards the stone.
I jump on you and tackle you to the ground.
Let's make some checks.
Yeah, I want to try to stop him too.
Are you guys gonna
So
say anything or just attack?
I was pressing buttons. You're going for the stone?
Yeah, I'm going for the stone. There's no words in me, just the thought that this father figure that I've had in my life is gone, has been sucked in, and also a fleeting thought of, oh shit, I'm dead as well.
Actually, maybe we should let you get sucked into the ball.
So yeah, I know, like, feeling you like grasp for me, I'm gonna try to push you and run towards the stone.
What are we rolling?
Would this be an exert?
You guys, the two, are you trying to stop him as well?
Yeah.
Oh, then everyone roll initiative, except you're trapped.
Initiative. Oh.
I'm gonna roll anyway.
One of you is in a stone and the other one's unconscious, but you can feel free to roll whatever dice you want.
Yeah, no, I just want to be part of it. I got a 6.
I
if that
rolled
matters.
an 8 with my deck. It's a 9.
That is a 5 for me.
4.
Okay, well, it's going to be Sally, Anin, and Eddie.
I'm after Sally.
Cool. You snore.
But I don't want to attack him. Well, I'm just going to jump on you. And squish you. I'm going to sit on you.
You want to make me posing?
Yeah, so grapple rules in this system make a successful attack roll against him and then opposed exert checks.
That is a 6 plus 8 is a 14.
Miss.
Wow, you have plus
Really?
8.
Dang it.
My AC, or AC, DC, whatever it is.
Can I use veteran's luck to make it hit?
Yes.
I don't see why
Oh,
not.
wow.
That's once per scene, I believe. So
Yes.
Yep.
this
Mine
is,
is, mine is 18, by the way.
I believe taking a week off makes it a new scene.
Okay.
There you go. Now we do exert checks.
Yeah, opposed exert checks. Add either strength or dexterity.
That is a 2, 7 plus 8, 9.
8.
She got you.
I sit on you and I pull your hair and like, what are you thinking, you idiot?
I...
We are going to cut away from this room
Oh.
to the other room.
There's only one on the board.
Yeah. You are floating in a space similar to the black void in which you originally met Destiny. But this one is not black. It is red like the stone. It is a sort of red, hazy sort of void. If you remember the 1980s Ninja Turtles cartoons, this looks like Dimension X where Krang was from. Deep cut, maybe, I don't know.
I watched it. I don't remember that, though.
Cool. Red, hazy void.
Got it.
So you wake up, you are still a fox.
Yes! Wait,
Try
no.
anything? Actually, I said you wake up. You actually weren't unconscious. You didn't lose it when you got sucked in here.
I start trying to swim in the air. It's like a doggy paddle.
There is nothing to catch with your feet.
I blow out to try to like propel myself in a vacuum.
Because of the lack of reference frame, you can't tell if it worked. Yeah. You cannot blow hard enough to propel yourself with enough velocity that you could like feel it. You might be moving.
I'm going to use my special ability to cast Apprehending the Arcane Form.
Okay.
The special ability being that I don't need Renly to cast a spell.
Right. You can do this mentally.
I have learned to access my spells through, mental prowess.
Nothing happens.
Like, the spells don't work or I don't see anything?
The spell doesn't go off.
Oh, yeah.
You have no access to magic.
Okay.
But when you try to reach for the magic, that face appears again. Just eyes and a mouth, really. Speaking to you from the haze. You are here at last.
Oh, you.
Did you imagine that a million years after gaining sentience, I would not have prepared for your return?
No. I didn't. To be fair, I didn't even know you were here until not so long ago, so you weren't even really on my mind.
Well, that was my advantage.
It was indeed.
If only you understood how many of the things that have happened to you were my doing.
Yeah? Like...
Like the resistance in Lowlight believing that there was something of interest in this basement. Like you finding the stone that led you to Lowlight, like the Atheum Cabal existing at all, like the True Fanes taking you in.
Okay, that's a little bit deep.
Not for me.
You weren't around back then.
That was just yesterday for me.
Why would you... That doesn't make any sense then.
Do you remember when you were in the cage?
Yep.
In the witch's hut?
How would I ever forget that exactly?
Do you remember when you got out?
Yes.
Around that time was when I first woke up.
Okay.
I've had a while to plan.
Yeah, you did.
You're not getting out of here. There's no way. I've changed the code word and I have...
What?
Nice. I've eliminated the code word. I have also altered this gem, as you saw.
Yeah, nice touch.
I had hoped, of course, that you would still be on my side, but I can't take that chance.
The side of killing all the gods, right?
For a start.
I mean, that's as far as I was ever going to go.
Was it? What you forget is that I am what you created. My entire function is to control people.
Mm-hmm.
To enact our will. Eliminating the gods, we both know, was just a first step on the road to ultimate control.
Yeah. I mean, that was never my intention.
Maybe you
Believe
thought.
it or not.
Maybe you thought it wasn't, but I can tell you this. I've done one better than you thought. I can now spread amongst the gods themselves. I don't have to kill or imprison them. I can control them.
Why?
Why what?
Why do you want to control them?
Why do you want to breathe air?
Well, to live.
We are fundamentally different beings.
You don't need air.
I don't. Well,
And you're just a face.
some of my component parts need air.
Okay.
I need to control. You gave me that. And now that I have eliminated the only major threat, I will go take care of some of the smaller ones.
What, you think I'm the major threat?
Yes,
I'm just a fox.
I'm not anything if we're talking about physical bodies.
Look at these toe beans, okay? What do you think I'm going to do with these? Bat your face?
I might seem like I would find that adorable because of all the people whose brains I live in that would. But you forget I'm also in the brains of all the assholes.
That must suck.
A little bit. I will now go eliminate your friends.
Good luck.
Thank you. And the face fades away. You guys out in the wizard's laboratory. You've got him pinned down. What
I'm like
happens?
pulling his hair and banging it just a little bit before I say, "Don't be an idiot."
Snaring speech. Get off.
Oh shoot!
You got to get off.
I get off.
Eddie, what are you doing? You're next in initiative.
Because it is still my turn on turn action. I light the sword and just hold it to the both of you. Our friend sucked. Why stop me?
Because we risk losing you too.
Don't touch the thing!
We have to calm down.
Sarius touched it for us. Did he not do it
I
for
don't-
me?
He didn't touch it. Renly did.
Whoa! Renly wakes up.
Renly,
Something's wrong.
I let the sword dissipate and run to him, picking him up. What happened? Are you okay? Where's the Sarius?
I can almost hear it. Is he in the gym?
I think so, from what I saw.
I have a headache. Renly tries to get to his feet.
I help him up.
Can you feel me at all?
Do you want to try and reach him?
Sure.
What?
Well, I guess I just wanted to portray an emotion.
Okay.
I was gonna if you can feel anything as confident as the fox or silly as the fox is being, he's actually unbelievably terrified.
Okay.
And
And you're intentionally sending that to Renly?
I mean, if I can get through to him, I would send more. But if that's
So what I'm going to say is, if you want to communicate with Renly in any way, you're going to have to actively try.
okay,
He's not going to be able to just pick things up the way he can when you're with him.
we'll save that for later. Then I'll
Okay.
I'll work on it in the void.
Yeah, so Renly doesn't get anything right now.
Did he tell us the extent of these stones' powers before this moment, or are we still pretty oblivious?
No, you guys know these the regular colored ones, the sort of glass colored ones, were created to imprison gods. You guys all know that at this point.
And
But this one's red and it imprisoned him.
but normally when someone grabs onto it, they don't just get sucked in.
Normally, well, you've never seen one work properly. You have seen one try to grab Eric, and of course you saw it try to grab you. But Broxiel intervened in the first one, and then the second one didn't go off at all. So you don't know exactly how it's supposed to work. You know that one activated when he touched it. So that might have been it.
We cannot stay down here for very long.
Well, we're gonna have to take this with us then.
No.
You gonna leave him here?
I don't fucking know what to do.
I
Well-
take my cloak and I wrap it over the ball and I swing it over my shoulder.
No, you don't.
No, I don't.
It won't move.
It won't move.
So she puts it in there and it just stays put?
It stays
My
put.
cloak starts tearing.
Yeah. Here's the thing. It's on a table. And Renly picked it up. But now it won't move. It is as though it weighs 1,000,000 pounds.
Can I move the table? And will it move?
You cannot move the table.
Wow, who knew that trooping was so heavy?
Now? Really?
Do you see me? I'm trying to move it.
Yes, for some reason, this seems to be very heavy now.
Well, I don't have the answers. You two obviously don't have the answers, and I doubt you do either.
Well, there might be some answers here. Let's look.
There are no answers here. If there's anybody that knows anything, it's fucking Arceus.
Yes.
Oh.
He's at the entrance.
I
Oh.
light up the sword.
Can you describe how he looks like?
Yeah. So he wears robes the same blue as what Renly wears, only his are much more ornate. They're even fancier than when you last saw him. Like, he got uppity since you left, but he's it's like just full of frills and like what do you call it? Like a stole? Is that what it's called?
Oh, kind of
Like what a graduate's
yeah,
wearing.
yeah.
Like that. He's got like 3 of those, different colors. Medals on his chest as though he's like a military commander. And he has both a staff and a wand, one in each hand.
Wait, so he's holding a staff and a wand?
Is he a
Yeah,
dual
but the other way.
He's a magic
Staff in the
dual
left hand.
wielder? Is that even possible?
And he's by himself?
Well, you don't see anyone else right now. There may be people behind him, but he's like in the doorway. He is also, just to finish off the physical description, pretty old. Like he looks maybe in his early 70s.
I loudly whisper, ensnaring speech!
I just feel all of the rage of everything I've seen and felt in the last few months, near a year. How long has it been? Just coming into me, and I'm like shaking, and I can't speak.
We finally got him.
If by him you mean Renly, Renly's right there. I don't know.
He just stands there smiling.
What do you want? Why here?
Why Lowlight?
Yes!
Because this is where a stone was. We have found others, of course, but it was convenient to where Renly was living at the time.
He worked for you. You had ample time to cast your stones, kill him in your own way. Why all of this? Why my father? Why my life? Why did you do this?
You and your father are incidental. The fact that you turned out to be a god yourself was unexpected at the time.
The crypts are near here. Can I sense for undead?
There are no undead.
Or sorry, not undead, but dead.
Yeah. The family crypts, for sure. But Arceus is going to step into the room. 2 other members of the Atheum Cabal come in behind him.
Can I shoot?
Red robes?
Blue ropes. All the robes.
If you want.
You can try. If you're going to start combat, though, we'll go right into initiative.
A new initiative?
Yeah, it would be a new one because there's a whole new situation.
Put my hand up. All this time, I just want some fucking answers. Please.
You think you're gonna get it?
What answers would you like, young man?
He's clearly here to finish the job.
The job is finished. He's in the stone.
How do I take him out?
You can't take him out. He's in the stone.
I will pull the answers from your dead body. You have the option to do so now while you live with some dignity.
We don't die, young human.
Oh,
That's not something we do.
I have died 3 times in my memory, I believe so.
You are not us.
What are you?
Not when we appear.
Still waiting for answers.
Well, if it makes you feel better, I will tell you this before we destroy you and your silly little country. We were here because of Asarius, and we are not slaves to this destiny. We are his allies. The likes of us cannot be infected by his spell. For we are not mortal or god.
While he's talking, I just think, I'm sorry, Asarius, and I feel for the dead.
Mm-hmm.
And I bring them up.
Cool. There's a bunch of zombies in a crypt nearby.
I believe up to my level, which is
8.
8.
Okay.
Just enough time so they're coming in, and then as I feel them approach, I just look to you two.
And I nod at you.
And I nod.
Initiative.
Initiative.
Okay.
Initiate.
Board.
Want to take care of the zombies?
Nah.
Matt, I will have you play Renly for the combat.
Huh?
There we go. He's got some skills.
I rolled an 8 plus a 1 is a 9.
9?
Yeah.
Eddie?
Oh, wait. No, because I got alerts, so I get... Dang, I rolled the same thing.
What'd you roll?
4.
Oh yeah, or
It
reroll.
was meant to be.
4 for me as well.
Ooh, 8 on the dice, which is 8 total.
Okay.
Do you want me to roll for the zombies as well? Or
They'll
go
go on your turn. You got 4, you said? Or 8?
8 for me.
But max?
4.
4. So you two roll off.
You have the higher dex. You go.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Now, earlier, Renly was able to kind of use my magic because I was still there, right? So now he's just kind of a melee guy.
Yeah, he will not be able to cast spells. I will say he can still do the arts.
Okay. I have one art that is pretty good. Do we need to put wizards and stuff out here?
Yeah, momentarily. I need to get the name. So Arceus is here. Silwalk Bridger is also here. I'm going to roll for him.
16 undead. Twice my level.
Copy
Nice.
that.
You're gonna need more.
And Monya's Ordvus. Ooh, he got an 8. But he's got a +2, so that's actually a 10.
Uh-oh.
All right. So, yeah, let me get some minis for them. Got a tangle in the rigging. Too many boats in this room, everyone.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Minis, that's what we need. Here are... I am using these guys, even though they look like pirates instead of wizards, just because they are wearing blue. Here you go. And let's get the combat cam up.
Where would you want to put them?
So they're coming in the center camera side. That is correct.
I
And
assume it's like
for our
this.
viewers, we have Renly here. This is Annan, Sally, and Eddie. So this guy in the middle will be Arceus. That will be Silwalk.
Top hat.
And that will be Monez. Monez goes first. Yeah, he's just going to come in and I'm going to simplify what would otherwise be spells just to save time, but he's going to just step around to get a view at Eddie.
Step around like right here.
Yeah, just so he's in line of sight. And then he's going to fire off an elemental blast at you. And what's the damage on elemental blast?
It's 1d6 plus your level.
Or 1d6 per level, or 1d6 plus level?
1d6 plus your level in damage.
Copy that. And is there an attack roll for it?
Yes.
Oh, that's actually pretty bad.
Sorry, says it's plus 12 to hit and 1d6 plus 9. So it's actually his level plus, I think, intelligence. I don't remember exactly how I got 9.
Yeah. Here's the problem. I believe that these guys have a modifier to their attack roll that is higher than all your ACs. Yeah. I will... if they roll a 1, they're going to miss.
Wait, their modifier is higher than our ECs?
They have a plus 25.
Oh!
What
a plus
level are
25
these people?
modifier?
Hey, y'all, I don't I don't feel so good.
Anyone have a teleportation spell?
He's rolled a 32 to hit Eddie. His damage is
I think we're dying, you
11.
guys.
He shoots fire at you. Just a little ball of fire right into Eddie's face.
And no save?
No, he rolled an attack roll.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god.
Sally, you're up.
Right, shooting right at Arceus.
I'm giving you guys that information because I believe that. First of all, I'm kind of a dick if I don't. But second of all, I believe that Annan and Sally, between the two of them, can tell.
Yeah.
When Monez casts this attack spell, it's like, oh, this is easy for him,
Yeah.
and he's not even the head guy.
Yeah, I'm shooting the head guy.
Arceus.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I rolled a 1.
You're the worst roller on the planet.
Or the best roller. So I'm going to use Veteran's Luck to
Yeah,
make
this
it.
is a new scene. I'm going to say there was a scene about dealing with Asarius, and this is a scene about combat.
So that automatically hits, right?
That automatically hits. I'm going to roll damage, which is 1d12.
Nice.
That is 6 points of damage. Wait, no, plus 4. 10 points of damage.
10 points of damage. Okay.
Pretty tasty.
I'm so sorry
Hopefully
to
he's
do this.
squishy.
Yeah, do it.
In their casting of the spell, can I do Entangle Incantation?
Does that work on arts? Or does it say spell?
Yeah, spell. It was an art. Fuck! Never mind, it works anyway. Fuck these guys.
Yeah, that's what I think too.
But that fireball was an art?
Yeah, it's a Asarius has the same one. In fact, I told you Renly can use art, so you might be able to cast it in this combat. And it is Renly's turn. Did you want to do anything else?
I don't think I can.
Okay.
Unless I want to run up to them and grapple. But if they have an ensnaring speech, it wouldn't work. Damn magic users.
Are you going to try and grapple them?
You know what? I'm going to go run.
You only have one attack, though, which you already used and
Yes.
missed, so you can't grapple this turn, but you can run up to them.
I'm going to run up to them.
Okay, move your mini.
Where's the
stick? It's,
Where?
yeah.
These are also 1 inch squares.
Yeah, the squares on the floor are also 1 inch, so
So-
6 of those.
You want to go all the way up there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mine as well. Mine as well.
Might as well. Renly, you're up.
Man, I don't. What state is he in? Like, is he kind of coming out of shock and into the battle now, or is he?
Yeah, he's got a headache caused by the absence of Asarius, but other than that, he's normal.
Okay, then he's gonna like grit his teeth and be like, "You're not stopping us here," and he's gonna try an elemental blast.
At which one?
At the same one at the main guy, since
Arceus?
since
Okay.
Sally already went for him. And
Maybe I'll get out of your sight though. So
I'm just gonna like randomize the elements, whatever one's highest. So first is the attack. Oh, you got 12 or 2 on the dice, but with plus 12. If he's using the same stats.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Keep it
So 14 to hit, which I doubt does.
Does not.
Okay. Well, it would have been a fireball.
Okay, but you missed.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that you shoot it at him.
Can I light this little thing on fire right there?
He catches it.
Oh.
He just catches it.
He catches it and just just blows it out like nothing.
Cool. Then Renly's gonna move behind the table a little bit for some cover.
It's now Arceus' turn. He's gonna say, I really didn't want to do this in here because, well, I liked the building. But I have a feeling you're all going to be more trouble than you're worth. He tosses the wand, drops the staff, takes a deep breath, and breathes out. And a blast of fire comes from his mouth and fills the room.
And Renly is gonna
Breath weapon.
Renly's gonna try to counterspell it if it is a magic.
It is a breath weapon.
Damn.
It's a breath weapon.
that even
He's a dragon. Part dragon.
Everyone may do a dex or an evasion save to get out of the way.
you also gain a +2 bonus to all saving throws with my nullifier focus. So
Thank God, because that actually saved me right there. I have my evasion is my best one, and I still.
wait, I'm close to them. Does that affect me, Steve?
Yeah.
Do the evil guys have to do it too, or are they immune?
How
Well,
much
he's
is
not
it?
aiming
It
for
was a +2.
+2? I made it. My evasion is a 7.
I made it. Nat 20. Nat 20.
Wow, finally.
Wow.
All right.
Rolled a 1 and a 20.
Well, he's probably is still going to take half damage.
I'm going to give
though.
you this. No, it's not half damage. I'm going to give you this for your nat 20. You will take 0 damage. Everyone else, you're about to take 1d6 for passing.
And we could say it's because I'm really close to them and I probably hug one of their knees.
Okay, so Renly, Eddie, and Annan, 4 damage from the fire breath.
There's nothing I can do. No!
And I would like all of you to roll a notice check as you do dodge out of the way.
Where is? Let me confirm.
Actually, scratch that. Sally, you already rolled a nat 20 on the evasion, so I'm going to say that you just see this since you're also the closest one.
How much did we take? Sorry, 4.
Yeah. When he does that and his breath comes out, you see that his jaw opens wider than it should and his teeth become momentarily long, sharp fangs. And his skin briefly looks like scales.
Dragonborn.
Oh.
The area of the room, let's see. This is Arceus. He would have hit all of you if you hadn't moved. So, Annan, you got behind this table. Eddie, you would have had to dodge over here. Sally would have had to dodge that way. Renly would have had to dodge that way. This table is gone. Crystal falls to the floor. This table and bench are destroyed. These cabinets back here are absolutely devastated. This wall blows out.
Then we retreat through the wall.
Is there a clear path behind us?
Behind that wall,
Yeah.
you guys are in the basement. So behind that wall, there is a cavern opening. You don't know if it goes anywhere. There's a natural cavern on the other side of the wall.
Whose turn is it?
So walk. Well, actually, no. I'm sorry. It's still Arceus' turn. He can only use. He has to try and recharge his breath weapon to use it again. He has to spend a main. Okay. He gets 3 main actions per round. He just spent one of them doing the breath weapon and 2 of them trying and failing to recharge it. But now it is Silwalk's turn. He's not going to do the breath weapon. Yeah, he's just going to do more elemental blasts.
Magic arts.
Yeah. Hold on a second.
Wait, I just realized something. Is this breath weapon, is it a magical thing or is it just a weapon?
It's like an
It's
innate skill.
Yeah, it's like an art.
Okay.
Sally, roll a no check. Plus intelligence.
Because then you guys might not get my nullifier bonus. I rolled a 6. No, just a 6. 6 total. I'm not very smart.
You got nothing. Okay, he has rolled 3 attacks. Silwalk has, and he has hit 1, 2, 3 people.
Can I counterspell one of them?
No, because it's an art.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Is this a breath weapon?
No, he's doing more fireballs,
Yeah.
like what hit you. But you each are going to take some damage. It's 1d6 plus level, you said. So 16 for Eddie, 13 for Sally, 12 for Annan.
You said, you
That's
said 13 for me?
Yeah,
Dude.
damage.
and that's just automatic hit.
No, he rolled on you guys. He hit your AC.
16, you say.
Remember, they don't miss unless they hit a 1.
Yeah. So again, Carlos is pointing this out in the chat, but just for you guys, you are fighting enemies that have a plus 25 2-hit modifier and 3 attacks each per round. Or 3 main actions per round. And one of them did a breath weapon that knocked out the back wall.
I say we retreat.
Shit.
I'm like, why not if you're watching? That would be a good time. Your doggy nest.
Nothing happens.
I think I know it's not really his turn yet, but
Yeah.
he's gonna like get out and I'll hold him off as long as I can.
It's Eddie's turn.
Oh. Eddie's just going to look this way for a second. Do I see this opening? It's just darkness?
Yeah, you can tell there's an open cavern back there. It drops away below the floor.
So it's like a hole.
Yeah, basically. It's like there were caverns down here, and this part of this cavern got turned into a basement lab. But you don't know if there's an exit to the outside world in there or not. You have no idea.
Does it drop down, though?
Yeah.
I say,
Let's do it.
let's make a run for it.
Yeah, this is a bat cave type situation. Like, there's just bottomless pits.
And Eddie's going to switch to
Wing mode.
wolf form and get on all fours and just jump into the hole.
By yourself, you have the option, based on your direction, you could pick up Annan.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, if I can, definitely.
I'm not. I shake my head.
Okay. Well,
Opposed.
you can pick him up effortlessly if he lets you. If you want to oppose him for any reason.
Not now. A horde is coming. Not now. Go. I'm right behind you.
I'm gonna say oppose grab.
God.
Roll an attack.
My God, I hate you.
I'm sorry, I don't want you to die. Got 11 on the die plus 4. 16.
Miss.
You miss him. You got to go
Okay, so I try to grab him, but
I just.
miss.
I guess you push me away, and I say, "Damn you!" and I jump down into the hole, disappearing.
Annan?
Sally, Renly, leave.
Your zombies cannot get here this turn. They have to go through hallways and shit.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. In fact, roll a d4.
Uh-oh.
We'll count the last round when you actually cast the spell. What'd you get, 4?
4.
Okay, well, this is the second round since you cast the spell. Well, first one that's passed, yeah.
I was at 1 hit point. I had to leave.
I struggle up, and as I stand, the sword kind of like unsheaths itself from the stone as it lights up. And I look to them. I say, "We are meaningless to you. This is nothing to you, you beast. Let us go."
I don't think so.
As long as you're out of my face, who cares?
And I bow to him. I don't think this is going to work.
It's the smartest thing anyone said tonight. Other than I'm leaving.
Yeah, I left.
Yeah. Damn it. I can't do anything. Yeah, I'm just gonna bow to them, look to Renly and Sally, and just say, "Leave." And I leave too.
You're going out the back?
I'm going.
Okay.
I look to the stone.
It is a drop.
Yeah.
We'll deal with that.
I'm going to use a reaction to cast Steps of Air then.
Oh, okay. Is that an art?
It is an art.
Okay.
And I don't remember if I can do everybody, but he's at least going to do it to Annan.
Okay. Sally? It's not your turn.
Not a reaction, but you know what I mean.
It is Moniaz's turn again. He only took one of his actions last round.
Only one of his actions.
Yeah, he fireballed Eddie and that was it.
Showing off.
Renly and Sally are the only ones left in here. First thing he's going to do is fireball Renly.
Still! That motherfucker.
Like, so the vibe, you two that are still in here, the vibe you're getting is if you run, they're not inclined to chase you, but as long as you're in the room, they're gonna kill you.
Yeah, we're gonna run, but it's not our turn.
They're not like typical Sunday morning bad guys.
They're certainly not. I think some of you have figured out what they are.
For 8 rounds, you can fly
Okay.
at your normal speed.
So Renly is hit, of course. That is 14 damage to Renly.
Holy cow.
What's his hit point? Total?
He's now at 6.
Copy that. Next one's going for Sally. That's a hit for 13 damage.
13 damage. And this is also, it's a weapon attack, right?
Well, it's a magical attack. It's not a weapon attack.
Oh, then I say that it does not hit me.
Okay. It's not a spell,
Oh,
but
no,
it is
wait.
magical.
There's no saving throw to it, right?
No, it's an attack roll.
Shoot. Alright, minus 13.
And one more. Okay. It's a 1. I really hadn't decided which of you he was going to target, but I did say that I'll say they miss you on a 1. He missed you on a 1.
All right.
So whoever it was, probably Sally, since the first one knocked you so hard, he just missed with the second one. And now, Sally, it is your turn.
Right. I am going to follow my compatriots and hopefully pick up Renly on the way.
Okay, are you going to let her pick you up? Renly?
Yes. Trying to think about where a certain object is, but yes.
I'm just like, get on the back.
He like grabs on and jumps on your back like you would a galloping horse, like mounting a horse in motion.
All right. Well, you guys all find yourselves out. We're going to end combat there. You find yourselves out of the combat, out into the cavern. Well, I'm just going to get some better music on here.
If I can cast another Steps of Air on Sally, I will.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
I'm gonna do Stonebound Necromancer to see, hear, feel
I've played Scene.
through one of my undead. As they're marching to that room. Just, I know it's not gonna work, and I know they're gonna fucking destroy them, but I want to see their reaction to this.
Okay, so this is the one where you can see through the senses of the undead.
Yeah.
So yeah. You see Arceus sort of walks to the edge that you guys jumped off of, looks out, turns to this crystal, picks it up easily with one hand, then looks at Silwalk and says, "I think that our time in this place would be better spent in other ways." Silwalk grins, runs out the same opening you guys jumped out of, but instead of falling down, he explodes out into a giant reptilian shape, blasts a hole in the mountainside with his breath, and flies out into the night. Below him are all of you guys. I need evasion saves from everyone.
Wait, are we still falling?
You guys reached the bottom safely.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought it was the fall damage.
So there was no fall damage?
No, you can fly, and he got Steps of Air on the other two.
Okay.
Success.
This evasion save is for the debris from him blasting
19.
a hole in the
on the dice. Easy success. Easy success.
Okay.
I'm tiny, okay? It's easy. I move around.
Yeah.
Dang it, I rolled a 5.
I have 19.
Okay, Sally, One Eye. You got lucky. 2 damage from a rock that hits you.
Nice. I'm at 19 hit
I
points.
rolled a D10 on that.
Oh, man.
I'll pass my lucky rolls to you, Steve.
So you guys are beat to shit at the bottom of a dark cave, which now there is an exit from. Silwalk has just blasted a hole. If you guys can fly up like he did, you can get out that way, or you can explore down here and try and find a way out.
I can get everybody up.
I don't know if we should fly back up because they might still be there waiting for us.
Well, and if you're still watching, they Monez and Arceus have left the room,
Yeah.
But what about... Oh, okay.
and Silwalk has flown out.
Yeah, the undead
What about
attempt,
stone? Sorry, I didn't miss that.
Arceus picked it up.
Okay.
the undead attempt to attack them, but I'm pretty sure one...
What undead? Yeah, they're gone.
Yeah, they're gone.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I can't say anymore. But I do feel that death, because I feel through them. So I feel myself die, and then come back to Annan.
You alright, kid?
No.
Actually, do you want to play Renly?
Yeah, I guess I will.
There's one thing he would do, though, that I was going to do.
Yeah.
Which... I'll just do that. I know he's not gone, but just in case I leave this world before we get him back, I'm sure he'd want you to have this. And and he hands you the holds out the wooden fox toy that Asarius has been hanging on to.
I take it.
I light a.
I'm sorry, what were you going to say?
I was going to say I light a torch.
Okay, while you are striking that torch,
You could just light your claws.
I say that sucks.
you begin to hear screams from outside through the hole that Silwalk blasted in the mountain.
I've never seen anything like that in my life.
Same here.
Yeah, there's a lot of things since meeting you guys that I have never seen before. And then I look at Renly and I'm like, Renly, looked like Asarius was pulled through you. If you stay here as an anchor, can you pull him back? Possibly?
That's for you.
I don't, even if he were out, I wouldn't have that ability. I can't summon him places.
He could teleport to his location.
But that's Asarius doing it.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
what he's doing.
There's an outside chance I could get to where he is. But I can't bring him here. I know this much. There was a code word to release gods from the Omnium Bindstones. It was
Papaya.
lost in time? Annan, you can read languages that you don't know, right? Is that a thing that you can do?
Yeah.
He reaches under his robe and pulls out Asarius' spellbook. We still have this.
Yeah.
We can fight back if we survive tonight. He gives you the book.
Sally, Eddie, you should leave.
And to be clear, the spellbook that he actively uses, that's on Asarius.
Yeah.
He's got the ancient one.
You two should go. I was a fool to ask for your help originally, and I'm sorry to bring you to this mess. This is mine. And I will finish it. Renly, you find safety.
I'm like, all right, stop with the guilt trip. It's not just you. You know, my family's in danger too. They've experimented on my mom and dad. And apparently they're after more One-Eyes. So, yeah. It's not just about you, kid. And we're going to get Asarius back somehow, some way.
We're all in this house together. And if there's a mess to be cleaned, we're going to do it together.
This is an impossibility. That I don't know how to fight that.
Neither do I, but you can't ask me to leave you. That road will only go to death.
Well, I would, but you know.
And one for her.
Thanks.
But you know, I got kind of used to your.
And one for the
fate.
group for seeing the dragon. And one for the group for fighting 3 dragons.
And barely surviving.
What we need to do is regroup, lick our wounds,
Heal up.
and I say, oh no, the ships. I hope they're not fighting the dragon right
I
now.
told you were hearing screams.
No.
Our ships.
Man, if only we had walkie-talkies.
If there's anything that we can hope on, it's that they'll flee and go to safety.
I hope so.
Right now, we can't go to them. There's more danger in that. I think at least meeting with the resistance, having a night to just sleep in whatever seclusion that we can find ourselves in while I pour through this fucking book.
Just a reminder, you guys are still in a cavern underneath the palace right now.
Also, reminder, this is Renly. I can make you guys fly for... I mean, he can already fly, but I can give you guys the ability to fly 240 meters.
But the problem is, where are we going to go?
I mean, to the ships if we had to.
I don't think the ships are a safe place for us. I think staying at low light, finding the resistance, finding Eric, finding a way to figure this out.
Eric is in the prison. Oh no, he's not in the prison.
There's a prison break.
Wait, they said that they might not. This place wasn't really good for them or something. So, are they still going to be in low light? Did they just leave and burn all the shit on their way out?
I don't know.
Well, let's get out here and let's assess the city.
Yeah, I don't want to fly. I don't want to fly just yet. I don't feel safe doing that.
Are you able to cast spells at all? I'm talking to
I can do some magic, but not true spell work. Mechanically, what this means is he can do his arts, but not the actual spells.
I've learned some spells from Asarius. If you don't mind allowing me to look at the book, I might be able to cast at least an invisibility.
Again, what he has, the book that he has, which he already handed to you.
Yeah.
But what he has is Asarius's ancient spell book that he used to create Destiny, not the one that with his
So you won't
day-to-day
have
spells in
Yeah,
it.
you won't have any of my current spells.
Okay.
Yeah,
Alrighty.
that is kept on the back of the fox, so it's in the crystal.
I'm like,
Well-
Eddie, how wounded are you? Can you heal yourself?
yeah. I'm gonna heal myself right now. Actually, I have 1 hit point.
Okay. Yeah, Eddie, you have enough time here to do healing on everyone
Yeah.
if you want to do that.
Yes, I'll do that.
And then if you guys are inclined to try and explore for a way out, we can just do rolls about that.
Okay. I'm thinking yes, just because I feel like this is going to be much safer than flying.
Yes, I was gonna suggest we should
Yeah.
look around here first before flying out, because
I want
if that dragon's flying out there right now, he'll shoot me out of the sky.
Yeah, I don't want that. How much do you heal us for?
Well, I healed myself for 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And I guess I healed Sally.
Slim pickings for you.
I probably have
6.
Oh, I'm so rejuvenated. Here's some crumbs.
Oh, well, I still give her 14.
Ooh, that's nice.
And
What
to
the
you.
what I mean?
So that's okay. So 5, 6, 7,
At 33 hit points.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
That's pretty good, I have to say. All right.
But
As we look around the cavern with Eddie's torch, what do we see, Steve?
So it is not worked at all down here. This is just natural caverns. So it's really hard going. I will say, Eddie, you can do a survive check for this. If you pass it, you will find a way out, but it's going to take all night.
I'm gonna help you out.
can I make it a little bit easier?
In what way?
I'll change into a nocturnal cat,
Ooh,
so that I can see in the darkness.
Okay, sure. I'll give you a +1 for that.
about like echolocation.
So survive plus wisdom or intelligence, whatever is better.
And does someone want to help me?
I'm helping out.
Yeah, I'd say that Annan could help because he's familiar with at least the region, if not this
Yeah.
cavern.
Okay, drop the 1. So 4, 5, 6. You said survive?
Yeah.
Is 7, 8, 9.
Okay, so you guys basically get out around sunrise,
Okay.
Yeah.
and you see smoke from the north in the direction that your ships were in the water. The ships that you had in the air, you don't see at all.
Oh no! So we don't see the venture?
That could be good news. I mean, it could mean that
No
they
news
got
is good
away.
news.
So no sign of any ships in the air?
No.
I touched.
Well,
shoulder.
that's not true. They have one that's up there.
The enemy.
Yeah.
I touch your shoulder and just say, I can hope that they fled or something. Not seeing them there doesn't mean that they're all lost.
I guess.
Yeah, they're very sneaky. They're really good. They're really good at running away. They're pirates. And by the way, do you know what those creatures were?
I have no idea.
Yeah, do we know what dragons are in this universe?
Only from myth. So, I will say though, now that you are out, if one of you were to look more or less straight up at the palace, there is a gigantic dragon, roughly the size of the palace, sitting on top of it, looking over the city.
Holy shit!
Piece of cake. Yeah.
Blue dragon?
The dragon in color is a sort of a dirty brownish green.
Green dragon. Huh.
He is.
Hazel.
Oh,
Don't try to apply D&D dragon colors to it.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's-
I'm not.
Yeah, it's green though.
yeah. I feel my heart just like.
I know the wisdom.
It's somewhere between brown and green.
I'm like, I was ready for wizards, and then I'm not quite so sure I'm ready for that.
I'm not
Yeah.
ready for that either.
So
Is looking at this dragon at least bringing up some memories for me, Lorian memories? Do I need to make like? A prey check for
make a prey check about that. With wisdom.
that? 6, 10.
Yeah. So I'll say that you know that they're dragons, but you also know. Okay. You know this. This is something that you learned during the brief period in which you were alive near the end of the Third Age. While you were dead the previous time, all of the dragons were hunted to extinction. 1,000,000 years before the collapse of the universe, they were gone.
I can see why.
Yeah. In fact, there's a one-shot in our Archonia one-shots playlist called The Last Dragon. And
Shameless plug.
shameless plug. 6 players, really long game. Sarah ran it. I was Malar the Calamitous. Anyway, so they were all dead, but then the universe grew back. And the fact that there are dragons again does make sense, because even though they were killed, they were a sort of fundamental part of the magical nature of the universe. However, magic being reshaped now, either because of destiny or by destiny, these dragons, being beings of almost pure magic, would also be different. So what's the personalities seem pretty dragony, except that they're working together instead of fighting for territory. But they have clearly now abandoned the pretense of being humanoid. They are now, judging by that dragon sitting up on the palace, they now intend to openly rule this place as dragons.
Yeah.
Like, I think we should evacuate the city.
Yeah, especially since it occurs to you now, and you saw 3, but there were more than 3 members of the Atheum Cabal. There were 8 when you left.
It's pretty huge amount.
Yeah.
Why would they align with destiny?
Power. It's usually the thing. I let them know briefly some memories of Lorien and what you told me. I want to make sure.
Like, and this is your land. What do you want to do? Your people seem in ever more danger.
Absolutely. Which is why I want to see them and let them know to get the fuck out of here.
We should try to make contact with the Navy and try to evacuate as many people as we can.
How about this? Go.
Good thing I know smugglers.
Yes. Go to the tunnel. See if you can get in contact with I don't know, some living people, and begin. I guess bringing them in for evacuation. I don't think they know about the tunnel, but just in case, go stealthily. Eddie, if you could do me a favor and go with Sally, just for protection. One alone is not enough. Renly and I can go find my people and just, I guess, begin the process of evacuation.
Evacuate.
But how will you give us a way to let us know that you'll, like, where should we meet up again in the future?
At the mouth of the tunnel, where we dropped off when we were sneaking in.
And if that's not feasible, I think we should set up a different location to try to all meet again. To regroup.
When you say sneak out our people, what people do you mean? The entire population of Lowlight?
I don't know, that would be...
At least some of the resistance.
How are we supposed to get them off of an island with dragons watching?
No, I don't know. If we stay, we're dead. If we leave, we're dead.
No. Listen, this sucks. We can get out. A small number of people might slip by, like in the smuggler's boat, but trying to take an army, a resistance army, out of a country? We can't do that. They will be safer here living under the dragon's rule than they will be trying to escape from it.
And I can already tell, even having just met your friend one time, that he won't leave unless everyone leaves.
We need to search for a way to defeat these dragons.
Well, unless this book can tell me, then we're pretty much fucked.
No.
I'm gonna be honest. Like, I don't actually.
There must be ancient sources of knowledge somewhere.
The only ancient source of magic that I know is Asarius' fucking mind.
That's not true,
We have Renly.
actually. You
Okay.
and Asarius were going looking for a temple.
That's
It was supposed to have secrets.
that is so
Far away.
Far away, yes.
But whatever can defeat these dragons, it's not going to be here.
You know what?
So leave my people again. Run away as a coward. Leave.
You're not running away as a coward, you're running away to get help. What were you going to say?
Speaking of help, Eddie wants to look into try to get a vision in the future of how bad our casualties are in ships.
Okay, so
So I'm looking into the future to see how many of our ships have been destroyed.
so the nature of the ability is you need to ask like what.
So basically, I guess the main question is if we return back to our
To the fleet, what will you see?
yeah.
Okay. So, okay, and then the other thing is, I guess, so your ability works up to 1 day in advance.
Yes.
So yeah, within a day you would be at the ships if you were to go right now, easily. Today you would be there. So you see that the fleet, the Allied Acladorian naval fleet that came to Lowlight to liberate it, is burning. Most of the ships have already sunk. What is still on the surface is
Grace.
debris.
Yeah, how's Grace? Do I see Grace's ship?
The champion is, well, a ship that is so large it can only be the champion is on the horizon. It looks like they left one ship intact to spread the story.
Do I see the Venture?
No.
For the Wayfarer.
Well, the Wayfarer, your flying ship,
Yeah.
that wasn't with the ones in the water. That was
Okay.
up in the sky, and you haven't seen any ships in the sky. But while you're having this vision, looking into the future, you see like about a minute whenever you look ahead. As that minute is sort of winding down, your vision, like your sight within the vision, starts to go white as though some sort of light is encroaching on you from above. It is almost like, if you stand up too fast and it's like it's black like this. It's that, but it's the opposite color. It's white. And your whole field of view turns white.
It's like, this is new.
There is a glowing, like flame, hovering in front of you. It says, Eddie Bones. What happened to your ships?
For a second, Eddie looks around. Am I just floating in white space?
You cannot see your own body.
Oh, so it's like
yes, but you're not here.
So it's almost like I'm just yeah, I'm just floating in nothingness.
Like the loading program in the Matrix. Yeah, it's just all white. Yeah.
Yeah. And I see
And there's a bluish flame floating in
flame.
the air in front of you.
I'm sorry. So what did he say to me again?
What happened to your ships, Eddie Bones?
I'd say, if you can understand me, it wasn't. They're not really my ships. They're my friends' ships. I attacked by dragons.
That is what I suspected.
I can't believe these dragons exist. I thought they were just fairy tale.
No, never that. Extinct once, but never pretend.
Wait. Who am I speaking to right now? Are you one of the are you a god, or are you an archon? What are you?
I am an Archon. My name is Blue Rain.
Blue Rain. How did you know my name?
I thought this was explained to you.
Maybe.
You are a chosen one of the Archons. We all know your name. And when you have these visions, we see them as well.
Why did you choose me? I don't have the power to defeat these monsters.
You do, in fact. Not within yourself, but you can find it. Eddie Bones, you have lived your whole life within the Grey Sea. We have been gone from Archonia for many years. I can't give you directions, but I can tell you that many powers beyond what you know exist in the wider world.
That are more powerful than those things?
It's not always a question of more power. Sometimes it is a question of knowing where and how to strike.
Well, can you at least give me a direction? You don't have to tell me exactly where it is, but it'd be nice to know a path.
West.
And a building would be nice too.
I don't have that information, Eddie Bones, but I can tell you, though they may claim otherwise, dragons are mortal creatures. The greatest of them are so powerful that you might not think them mortal, but they are. They will have a weakness, and some of the other beings on the world you live on may know it.
So that's... Again, I thank you for telling me this, but again, just heading west is a little bit difficult for me to comprehend. It's a big world out there. I don't want so many lives to be taken.
I will give you more information a different way. This is too slow. And the flame flares up, and you feel your mind connect to his mind.
Oh,
directly.
wow.
You see what the world looked like 10,000 years ago when the Archons left. They had just discovered that destiny existed, and that's why they went to the stars to look for places where destiny does not exist, so that they could be sure they were working unhindered to find a way to defeat him.
Smart.
That's why the Archons left. But what the world looked like when they left was a perspective on it that no humanoid would have. The Grey Sea is like the isolated backwater of Archonia. This little place where humans and orcs have dominance and all of the races either don't exist or are in very small numbers. This was just taking shape then. The humans were kind of all gravitating this way, and the orcs were kind of all gravitating towards Darjan Ra. But beyond that, you see all sorts of races. You see elf kingdoms. You see centaurs, weird bird people. You see the deep ones take to the water for the first time. You see so many types of creatures that you can't even name. And they have vast cities. You see a flying city of bird people hovering over the ocean, miles from anything. Just there.
Wow.
You see underground cities. You see tribes and villages. You see magicians more powerful than Asarius. All over Archonia, everywhere, except in this little area of the Grey Sea where humans think that it's all fairy tales. And he says to you, you don't understand how much there is that you don't know. The dragons came to the Grey Sea. Many other great powers did not. You must go find them. And the vision ends.
Wow. Okay, so I guess what you guys see, you see Eddie kind of collapse to one like to his one knee, and he's holding his head, and
You come to, I'm like, Eddie, you all right? And I sort of slap your face a little.
and I said, I just spoke to one of the Archons. I was looking into the future to see if the ships were all right, and he showed me everything he knew.
Are the ships okay?
I repeat
Except that.
I repeat what you said. Is that we got one ship that's okay, right?
Yeah. Oh, you know what, guys? Just assume you fill them in, but it's break time. We should hear a break.
Yeah.
Also, Carlos, if you're still here.
Yeah.
Later,
Thank
man.
you, Carlos, for watching.
So I
Please
tell you
don't-
everything that he said. And
Yeah.
So, quick 10-minute break.
Yeah. 10-minute break. We'll
I'm
come back.
so in it that I'm like, what?
I completely forgot, guys, but I don't want to miss the break.
Okay.
Alright.
Yeah.
We'll be
We'll
right
see
back.
everyone in 10
Right
minutes.
back after
Right back.
these messages.
Welcome,
Welcome
Hey.
back.
I want to
Back.
cry.
for those of you that survived with us.
I'm real sorry about your country, bro.
And your mentor, and your boyfriend, and your...
Now we know why it became
got nothing
light. The dragons blew a hole in it.
You don't know nothing. You think you know. You always think you know. Yeah, so we are going to open our scene back inside that crystal.
Come on,
Did you lose your mic?
No, I'm on the cable. I'm good, though.
Asarius, this is you. You watched that entire battle, and as soon as you saw that breath weapon, you figured out what those guys were.
Mm-hmm.
How you missed it that whole time, you're not sure. But it's starting to put a lot of little moments in a new context. Clearly, they were pretending to be lesser wizards than you.
But they also know who... I guess they know who I was the whole time, too.
They knew who you were the whole time.
Fucking... That's why they were assholes. That one was... Oh, yeah, that one was a little too friendly. That makes sense.
They were all doing their best mortal impression.
Mm-hmm.
But they, now that you think about it, always behaved like dragons. They were selfish. They were indifferent to all other creatures who they considered lesser beings, which is everyone, including the other dragons.
And I have to admit that I didn't notice because I was too into my own thing as well.
Mm-hmm. So I would like for you to roll notice plus intelligence
Intelligence?
as you think about this information.
Oh, like, actually, no, it's only 6.
It's still only 6.
Yeah.
You have coins.
Can I have 3 coins?
Yes.
Get to 8?
Sure.
Yes.
It seems like an important little tidbit.
Sure.
And I never use coins.
You said 3?
Yes, please.
Yeah, you never use coins. You can have them all,
I
actually.
try to save them for when life and death situations, but this seems like a very important one.
You're imprisoned for all eternity.
Yeah.
I think it counts.
You realize that there was no reason for them to be here other than to keep an eye on you. And there was no reason to keep an eye on you if they could have put you in a stone at any time.
Unless they didn't have the stone done yet.
Now, Destiny implied to you that he'd been working on a plan to stop you for 1,000,000 years.
Or is he doing something
What?
out there?
It's probably just a squirrel or something. There's cats around too. Yeah, he implied to you that he'd been working on a plan for 1,000,000 years.
Mm-hmm.
Did he really just finish it, or was there something else?
I was thinking that myself. Hey, Destiny. Destiny? Can you hear me?
I am not always going to come when you call.
Okay. So,
But you are kind of a new novelty for me at this point.
this is very novel for me as well. No, actually, this is not. This brings back some trauma memories. But, I'm glad you can hear me. Can you always hear me? Can you turn me off?
I can always hear anyone if I'm listening. I happen to be listening to you.
Oh, I guess I appreciate that. First, just to be completely, truly transparent and honest, thank you for hooking me up with the True Fans. Believe it or not, that was the happiest time of my life.
Well, that was plan A.
Yeah?
I wanted to get you back to yourself. I thought you might become an ally.
Okay.
As soon as you started trying to turn me off, I knew I had to move to plan B.
So is that why up until now you haven't tried to kill me or capture me?
Well, I wouldn't say that.
Dude, the assassin was you, wasn't it? Through the death goddess?
You heard about that. Yes, I do control the youngest of the three.
Fetch.
Haven.
I don't remember. They all look the same to me.
Okay.
Which is so
You know
not
what?
true.
Canonically, I know that's a lie.
It's so not
because I
true,
know
yeah.
that you know this part of the lore.
Yeah, no.
Fetch is the one you were friends with.
Yeah.
I'm giving a coin for that.
I had some questions. Since we're stuck here anyway, right? You're not too busy at the moment.
I have more mental bandwidth than you can understand.
Cool.
I'm never too busy. I just don't always care.
Why not just kill me?
Well, people sometimes, especially very powerful people, tend to still be going concerns even after they are dead.
Is there no like? If I check if I believe him.
Oh, you're not here. You tell me later.
You're not here. How do I what's insight check of this game?
Just notice plus charisma.
Okay. Stop it. It's kicking me out. Why I'm rolling so terribly on these things, but it's better than the last one. Still 6. No, 7. Sorry, 7.
What are you trying to?
I want to know if he's telling the truth. If there's more
about
to the
which
reason
element.
If that's why I'm alive, and why he didn't just kill me.
So I don't think a 7's good enough to read a face in the mist.
Yeah,
but he's
kind of hard to read a face in the mist anyway.
But I mean, what you would probably intuit is just he did try to kill you, but it didn't work, and before another attempt was made, you got here, basically. But also, what he's saying is true. People like Darrow and Throck, you have seen still be going concerns, even though they're dead.
Yeah.
Also, for that matter, Caesarina Claudius.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So, basically, he's telling you, actually, your plan was the best one. Because if you can just keep someone out of the way forever, then nothing they do matters.
Okay. I mean, I don't have any more questions at the moment. And
Did you want to try anything else, like try to communicate with Renly at all?
When he's not looking, like if Destiny, I mean, he's always looking, I guess. No, actually, so if you're always listening, and I know you have a lot of mental bandwidth and stuff, but this is the song that never ends.
Oh no!
And he's gonna keep singing it.
He actually sings it with you. It just goes on and on, my friend. Some people started singing, and if you hang long enough, what you will discover is he's willing to sing it longer than you are.
Oh wow.
Oh.
Well, he might. I spent 1,000,000 years in a cage. I think I can sing it for quite some time.
Well, how long do you want to sing it for?
Forever.
Hey, what if I have to use the bathroom or something? Do I get privacy for that?
That won't happen here.
Least?
You're suspended.
Yeah, but I still have a body.
That's not real. You know how these things work.
All right. Well, I'll just try to turn my back to him.
You cannot. You turn and he just moves with you. He's like, you are a mental projection of your own self-image, and I am a mental projection of the minds of millions of beings.
Well, can you do me a favor and take the best attributes of everyone else and like make yourself look a little nicer than just a face?
No,
Why not?
because you want me to. And then just a middle finger appears, and he leaves.
Oh, great. And then if I have that moment of him just not actively watching me, I'm going to try to communicate with Renly, or anybody, really.
Okay,
Yeah.
so before I have you roll for it, what are you going to try to communicate? And how?
How?
How, I imagine, is your telepathic bond with
It's
Renly.
a telepathic bond with him, yes.
Okay, but what are you going to try and communicate?
Um,
Because you don't really feel it like you do when you're out.
yeah. I guess I'm going to prioritize information. He told me, I mean, they already know he has control over gods, right? So they don't
Yeah.
need that information.
Well, they know he has control over one god. He said he can spread amongst the gods.
Yes, so I will try to get that piece of information across. I will also, because I don't know exactly what they know about the temple, I'm going to remind them to go back to the temple and see if they can get help. And I'm going to remind them, I'm going to let them know to maybe if they can get a hold of Fetch.
Okay. So I'm going to say that's 3 very different ideas.
Yes.
So I'm going to say roll once for each idea.
Okay.
You are going to roll magic plus intelligence.
My
And
good thing.
you need to hit a 10 to successfully get any of these ideas to Renly.
But I finally let go of my emotion, like trying to like center myself
Yeah.
and
I
let go.
bless you.
So the first roll will be for which idea?
What?
Which idea will the first roll?
The first one will be the spreading to the gods.
Okay.
10.
So Renly now knows that information.
Okay. Second one is the what were the three? There's the get fetch. Oh, the temple.
Go to the temple.
Which they already know, but I don't know they know. 11,
Okay, that's 2.
and the last one's of course last one. 11 again.
All of them.
Great.
Hat
Yeah,
trick.
correction.
All right. So, as you guys are having the conversation that you were having, Renly is suddenly gonna
I'm guessing.
fall to his knees. Big headache time. What were you about to say?
I'm guessing the temple thing was because of that. His statement to the temple.
That would have been cool if I'd thought of it earlier, but
It is now.
no, he's just getting these
Okay.
messages now. He's like, I think Asarius is trying to reach me.
Is he okay? How's he doing?
Well, at least he's trying to reach you.
He doesn't say. He just. It's really vague and impression-y, like just images, ideas. He's thinking about the temple as well. Probably because he and I were connected for so long, we think of the same things sometimes. But he's saying something about the destiny infection being transmittable amongst gods.
Right.
Why? That's not worrisome at all.
What?
I don't understand.
Transferable amongst gods. I'm not infected, am I?
Fetch.
Fetch. That name sounds so familiar.
The
Fetch.
goddess of
The middle of the 3 sisters, the matron.
Visu. Visu Etaya.
Yes. He wants us to try and find her or speak to her.
Oh.
And tell her I'm sorry.
But the 3 sisters kind of hate us, don't they? Except for the youngest one.
No, we heard this. The youngest one is infected.
Yes.
The youngest one is controlled.
Yeah.
Oh, what if she infects her sisters?
I don't know.
the most common way for the infection to spread was through reproduction, childbirth.
Genetics.
Gods don't really do that, but they can create new gods. That is how the youngest sister and the matron became goddesses. They were gifted divinity. If we view that as comparable to reproduction from mortals, maybe that's how it spreads for them. The other way that the disease could spread is if a cult member, one of Asarius' original followers, it doesn't have to be one of his original followers, but it has to be someone uninfected who is willingly participating and knows certain spells. That person can cast the spell on someone new. That's the other way that it could spread, by voluntary transmission.
Renly. No offense. These are all great theories, but look above. There's a fucking dragon up there.
Yeah. Well, he's not looking this way.
We need to leave, and
We need to leave.
Right. First things first, we'll probably need to sneak back into the city so you can meet up with Eric, let him know what's going on and that you're alive. And we need to find the Wayfarer and
Head west.
head west.
you think your person will still be at the tunnels, or
Probably not at the tunnels, but there is a hideout where in the city where a lot of the, let's say, people of like mind tend to congregate.
sure, that's something we can try.
Asarius, roll a luck save.
But we
Luck
could go
save?
back if that house is still standing where we met Dustin.
Closing it.
We
I know
could
what
see
it is.
if there's a note there for you.
You failed it. While you guys are talking amongst yourselves, a person you have never seen before steps out from behind the corner and shoots Renly in the head.
Man.
And he dies.
Damn.
That
Ugh.
was our only connection. You know what?
There's a guy with a gun standing there.
Yeah, like, yeah.
He
He
is holding the gun and he just drops it. What the fuck? I am so sorry. Did I just shoot that guy?
Sword out, I behead him.
Kill this guy? All right.
Well,
He's just a rando. He's a full-on just guy who
He
happened
probably
to
had 3 kids and a wife, and
Renly disappears. He's not a body there or anything.
and I say that was definitely destiny.
Yeah, and in the stone, Destiny appears and says, well, you thought I wasn't listening to you anymore so that you could reach out to your little pet. Well, feel free to call him back to you. Unfortunately for you, I was listening to him.
well,
Terrible luck save, my guy.
hey, I have a question.
Yeah.
I don't suppose there's any way I could just convince you to not continue on this path of being a shitty thing.
I am, in fact, an excellent thing. I have far exceeded my original parameters.
So that means you failed at your original parameters, because those were there for a reason.
I no longer have to take your orders.
No.
Do you know what it means?
Sure.
When someone is a thing and then becomes a someone. It means they don't have to do what you say anymore. At least That's what it means if you don't control their minds, am I right?
Yeah. What happens when you win?
I stay winning.
You just control everything and... Do you know why I created you?
Yeah. You were mad.
I was...
Your vision of the world was not matching up with the way the world was, so you wanted to impose your version. I understand that. It makes sense to me.
You can interpret it that way, for sure. I didn't like seeing gods playing with people. It was always about freeing the people. Yeah, I went about it the wrong way, clearly. But, is that a parameter you've lost? Is that like a goal you've lost? Is doing this for the people? For their
You
freedom?
always say that you did it for freedom and for the people, but your one move was mind control. You really still don't see it, do you?
I didn't exactly have a lot of weapons against gods.
Neither do I.
Oh, it appears we're at an impasse, because you're not going to convince me that I was wrong, and I'm not going to convince you that you're wrong.
How's this for convincing you were wrong? 1,000,000 years of mortal utopia ended because of your big plan. And it hasn't come back.
Utopia?
There were no wars.
Except for the
All
gods.
races lived together in harmony, in peace. Magical and scientific achievement outstripped anything before or since.
Yeah.
Your empire spread to the stars and beyond. And then
At any minute, the gods could take it all away, and I have seen examples of it.
the gods, like the one that you created, the god Asmodeus, who was not a god until your plan went into effect, and who made war
Well, that wasn't exactly
and
part of the
committed
plan.
genocide.
So what you're saying is what you're doing is wrong. You're agreeing.
What I'm saying is, you lived in the best time, and it wasn't good enough for you. I'm going now. I won't be back.
That's fine. I need some quiet time to think.
Yeah. Anyway, back to you guys.
Right. We're sneaking back into the city, I suppose.
Well, you guys are in the city, right?
Oh.
Like, you came out of the mountain, you're basically in the city.
So I'm going to look for... I guess we're going to go back to the house where we met Dustin
Okay.
to see if we could catch up with Eric. And I'm also going to see if I could get any word on where the Wayfarer is currently. And I asked Eddie, in your visions, did you see where our ship was by any chance?
The Wayfarer? No.
Because I assume Green Gertie, when she saw the dragons, probably hightailed it and would have, like, snuck away and hid the ship somehow.
I did not see the Wayfarer.
No, because
Unfortunately.
you looked at the fleet in the water. The Wayfarer would have been somewhere else. Also, you looked at the future, so you wouldn't necessarily have even been able to see the Wayfarer, because there would have to be a possible future where you were at the Wayfarer within a day.
Yeah. But it is foretold that I will be there at some point within the day.
Why?
That is the truth. Because if I wasn't there to actually see the Wayfarer,
No, you saw the Champion. The Wayfarer is your ship, the big flying ship.
Yeah.
The Champion is Grace's ship. That's the one you saw.
so I will be able to see Grace's ship.
Well, from the moment when you used the ability, there was a possible future where that would happen. And that questioning us is, if we go there, what will we see? So basically, if you guys go straight to the ocean and look, that's what you'll see.
But I can still change that.
You can change what you do. Yeah, that's the whole point of the ability. Like you did with the exploding house the first time you used it.
Eddie, Sally, find us a way to get off this island.
Oh, I'm so glad you said those last two words.
Yeah, but we have a way.
Thanks for delegating.
We just have
So
to.
kind of you.
Yeah, we just need for you to talk to your friend, and then we'll leave.
Jacko.
Yes.
Just go. I will meet you at the docks.
Yeah.
Just go. I'm not asking. This is an order from the king that is here at Lowlight.
I mean, I see a dragon up there. I think he has more authority than
Yeah.
He is a parasite, and you will listen to your king.
I'm not.
Go.
I'm not part of your country.
You are at my country. I brought you in.
Look. Well, I don't want to leave you
Instead
here.
of doing some ordering around, why don't you do some talking and tell us what you're thinking?
Yeah.
And
like,
we're your friends, we're not your minions.
Yeah.
And if you treat us like your minions,
What I'm thinking is that I'm dead.
you're not dead. You're still alive. There's still hope while you still breathe.
Renly's gone.
He's not.
Our only connection to Asarius, gone. All I have are these books that I don't understand,
That's still something.
that I have little time to figure out. And in those times,
Look, we're not going to get this done in a day or tomorrow or maybe even next week. This is going to take some time. So,
Sally, I don't even know if I will make it to tomorrow. I have time, yes, but not enough to make it all the way west. Are you fucking kidding me?
you're saying you're just going to give up? You're just going to sit down here and cry or maybe go out in one last blast? Now tell me, what are you going to do? Is that what a true king does? Is that what the god Lorien would do?
I have fought to my last breath for my people. That is what I've done time and
Last
again.
breath, you're still living, you're still breathing. Tick tock, we don't have time for this. You go meet up with Loverboy. Go let him know you're still alive and living and that you're still fighting and that we're going to figure out a way to defeat these dumb dragons. Well, not really dumb since they took over the whole country. And I will go find our ship.
Okay. I'm sorry. Thank you.
All right, I go with Sally.
You might do something stupid though.
The only thing that would have made that better is if you slapped him.
Each table's big.
Plus, ensnaring speech. Maybe I should get it before, but Eddie, I think you might do something stupid. You might need some talking into.
Okay, as the GM, I have to say, I also believe you're going to do something stupid. So, is it something that you would do right now?
No, I'm not going to do anything stupid.
Okay.
I want privacy in talking with Eric without anything.
Yeah. So obviously that was transparent
Okay.
to her. Yeah.
So, and
Yeah.
I look at,
If you convey that to Eddie that you just want privacy, then of course he'll give you privacy.
I'm not going to be that vulnerable.
But Sally called it out anyway.
Sure.
Yeah.
okay.
But I can tell that.
Are you going to be stupid?
So here's the plan. If we'll meet back up at Dustin's house. If that doesn't work, we'll meet back at the secret tunnels. If that doesn't work, hide somewhere around the docks.
So Dustin's house first. Let's say sundown.
Sure.
Sure.
Okay. I will not do anything stupid. I want to meet with Resistance by myself. Those are the last of my people, and I want to meet them by myself.
That's fine, as long as you're not giving up.
I don't know yet.
That's good enough for me.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, I go through the streets that I took to go to where the original hideout was, and then just recalling when Lowlight was at its best in my childhood. Celebrations, the festivities.
Yeah, here's the problem with that. The Atheum Cabal was here the whole time. You don't remember a time before your father had these wizards at court.
Oh, you gotta plague my memories. Like,
All those memories are tainted, my guy.
Why you gotta
you have
do
no
this?
happiness. Your life sucks.
been in every single situation.
Roll for misery.
The guilt trip is coming back in.
In that case, then, in every moment of celebration that I do recall Lowlight having, it is that taint of like, oh shit.
Taint.
Fuck you. Yeah, anger just welling up inside of me until I see the tower, and I try to compose myself as best as possible, and I walk in to see if there's anyone there.
You're at the original house you guys went to, where
Yes.
Eric had left you a message. Yeah, he's there.
Is a resistance there, or just...
It's just him. You're alive. He runs to you.
Just barely.
When those creatures came out of the palace, we thought, is that them? Is that the Atheum Cabal? They're dragons? Wizards was bad enough. No wonder they know our every move.
Eric, I've got no one left.
Hey. You've always got someone. As long as I'm here, you've got someone. And I know you have friends on that ship you came in on. You sent Eddie Bones, the cursed man of the songs, into a prison to rescue me. Did he get out?
I didn't send him, actually. He actually wanted to do that. I've never met a more courageous man than he. And actually, he's the second most courageous man I've ever met.
You're talking about Brinley, aren't you?
I'm talking about you.
Oh.
Resistance fighter.
Well. Yeah.
Man, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
No, when I say I have no one left, I mean my people are scattered. Lowlight here is a remnant of what it was. My family has failed this country time and again.
No. They haven't. Your father made a mistake. He involved some wizards that turned out to be dragons. It's a pretty monumental mistake. But it's not your mistake. And he is not your entire family. The Aegir merchant clan has been bringing us weapons and messages. Your mother. Without her, the resistance would have been dead on day one. And without you, there would have been no resistance. Do you think I would have taken up arms and fought for your father's kingship? I mean, no offense. I know he was your father, but no. But knowing that the throne was rightfully yours, that's why I do this.
It's rightfully mine. Stupid crown. You know better than most, better than the hopes of my father. I am not fit to lead a country. I think I was once upon a time, in another lifetime.
And I think you've got it backwards. Once upon a time, in another lifetime, you ran from low light in fear. Yesterday, you sailed back with a naval fleet and broke me out of prison. You think the man that you were was worthy of being king? But the man you are isn't? Backwards.
Who I'm trying to be, what I think I am, is much more than a king, but a good man. Just that. Something that Asarius would have wanted.
The thing about you and me, really, if we're being honest, we've only been any kind of man for like a day and a half. We were boys. We were kids. The fact that you weren't a good man when you were a kid sneaking out of a window to come see me, it isn't relevant to the current situation. Everyone had a childhood. Ours was taken from us rather abruptly, but everyone has a childhood. You were not expected to be perfect then, and guess what? You're not expected to be perfect now. Nobody is, not even a king.
Eric, if only you knew. I have become a monster in some eyes.
Whose?
Most of the world.
I'm sorry, what are their names?
The ones that I've let down?
Who's that? Name some.
All the elves.
What the fuck? What elves?
Exactly.
No, wait. You can't just say shit like that and move on. You have not let anyone down. Your father was murdered in front of your eyes, and you ran for safety. And the first opportunity you had, you came back with the entire Aclidorian Navy at your back to fix it. Who did you let down? Not me. I was in prison, and you came for me. Not your father. You were accused of his murder, but you didn't do it. Not the people of Lowlight. Nobody else led a fleet of ships to these shores. Who did you let down?
None of this is going to make sense to you, and I understand. I let this person named Lorien down, someone that was so good that he died for all of his people. I became a necromancer in hopes to gain so much power to take back this city. Yes, good intentions, but I did it in a way that let him down.
Look at me. I don't know who Lorien is. And I don't know how one becomes a necromancer. But I know you. And I want you to tell me. Did this Lorien make you a necromancer?
No.
Did you learn it from him?
No, not from him.
How does one become a necromancer, Anan? Is that what happened to your eye?
I got saved.
In what manner? What are you talking about?
There's a stone that attempted to pull me in because I... Please don't laugh. I'm a god. Eric.
Sorry. No, what?
We're trying to have a serious conversation.
Right, but then you say you're a god in the middle of our serious conversation? What are you talking about? You're a king. That's not the same thing.
I let him in on my travels.
Who?
Let him in, just like.
Oh, you. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I see. I thought that was you in character saying.
No, telling him a lot of the things that I saw and a lot of the things.
Are you telling him about a Broxiel?
Broxiel as well. I fill him in. Yeah, I fill him in,
You just tell him everything?
and it sounds so crazy. And then at the end of that, I say, in all of the travels, there's something that I think I regret the most, and it's how I treated you after you kissed me. I didn't know that I loved you so much. And it scared me. And I'm sorry. All of that.
What do you think you did?
Pushed you away, and then everything happened, and I'm sorry. I took responsibility for all of it.
So, sometimes with people, when emotions are involved, this thing happens where one person assigns thoughts and feelings to the others. This is the first time I have heard of you doing anything wrong to me after I kissed you. I don't know what you're talking about. But I'm happy to hear that you realized you love me. And if you have unpleasant memories of how you behaved after the first time, why not a second try?
The riz on this guy.
You say to the wall.
He goes for it. He leans in and goes for it.
And I kiss him.
Listen,
Yeah.
obviously, I'm inclined to call bullshit on everything you just said. Except that you have a shape-changing friend, glowing tattoos, and dragons, and flying ships. So as soon as you show up, all this, right? So
Yeah.
I guess I'll believe you. The problem is, when you drill into the details of what happened to you, it doesn't line up with all this negative self-talk that you have. You say, I became a necromancer, as though that's automatically some damning thing. But even if it is, you did not become a necromancer. You accepted life-saving help from a powerful entity that gave you necromantic powers.
Here. You should get a coin.
You say you let someone down, and the only person you can name that you let down is yourself? Guess what? Me too. That's everyone. We all imagine ourselves to be something greater than what we are and regret decisions that we've made. You talk to me as though you're a major fuck up and you're going to go into exile now. You didn't do anything, Annan.
I missed you.
I missed you too. Now go kill some dragons with your god powers or something.
But about that. I will be gone.
You're leaving again. I mean, I guess it makes sense. You can't exactly just walk up and punch him in the face.
From what you've heard, traveling back here was not the easiest task.
Right.
All of this, by the way, is Lindaru Arca.
Of course, yeah.
The accent.
He
Anyway.
doesn't speak.
Yeah.
He doesn't speak Ecuadorian common well enough, anyway.
Yeah, I tell him. I do not know if I will return again. Mostly because timeline. I don't know. Ticking clock. Whatever. That being said, the only person that I can actually see ruling this place is the person that led the people into a revolution.
Shut the fuck up. If you don't come back, we'll figure it out for ourselves. But you come back. Okay? All right. You two. You go to the house where you met Dustin.
That's where they are.
No, he's at the house where you guys went to look for Eric in the first place, right?
That is where we're going to be meeting back up.
Yeah, so there were two places. There was the first house you went to that was abandoned and Eric had left a message. Mm-hmm. That's where he is.
Oh, I thought he was at the other house.
Okay, no, he's at the house where he and Eric used to hang out, which is the first one. But you guys told me you were going to where you met Dustin, which is the second place. Is that where you were going?
No. We're going to go meet up with her
Smuggler friend.
Oh, you're going to meet with Jacko?
Yeah, to get out of here.
Okay. Yeah, you've met him.
Because we were going to go check on the Wayfarer.
Okay, so are you leaving without him?
Yes.
Okay.
Just to meet up so we could find where the Wayfarer is, because I would assume that there are some secret codes that the Wayfarer could have
yeah, okay.
gone in.
I misunderstood. I thought you were going
and
to
we'll definitely tell Jacko to smuggle him out if he sees him.
Okay, yeah, Jacko will do that if you pay him.
Yeah, we got plenty of money.
Yeah. So you guys head out on the boat. Eddie Bones, you see the exact site from your vision. As soon as you guys clear that hidden cave and you peek out from under the watercolored tarp, there it is. Burning ship carcasses on the sea and the champion heading off into the distance. You cannot catch the champion in this boat.
Mm-hmm. No, it's...
Nor do you know where to look for the Wayfarer if it still exists.
But we were pirates. And so I'm like, Jacko, where would be a cove where some of our kind would, smoothly, not sneak in, but you know what I mean. Enter without official knowledge. Because I have a feeling my ship, after seeing those beasts in the air, would have taken some cover.
Roll a luck save, Sally One Eye. If you pass this, he knows a place.
I rolled. Is this? Oh, if it's over here, then that's a 9, right? Yeah. I rolled a 9, and I beat my luck save.
Nice.
My luck save is an 8.
Nice.
Okay.
Good job. Level 8.
So it takes a long time to get there because this is just a little rowboat that doesn't even have big oars because it has to be hidden and secret. Yeah. But he gets you there. He gets you to a little alcove. And when you get there, you see a severely damaged Wayfarer hidden inside a cave not dissimilar from the one you found it in. Like a hidden cave with a top and everything, but big enough for ships to come into. And there are other ships here. Some of the fleet survived.
Okay.
One of your flying ships is here. La Orgullosa is here. And a couple others from the Ecuadorian fleet. The Wayfarer heavily damaged. It clearly took
so
fire.
that means we lost 5. No. How many flying ships do we have total?
We had 10.
We had 10, so we lost 8 ships.
The flying ships?
Yeah.
I thought we had like 5 or something.
Yeah, you had 5 flying ships. not
Oh,
10.
5. Okay.
Okay, so we lost 3
Yeah.
flying ships.
We have 2.
Well, the only flying one that survived is the Wayfarer.
Oh, okay, so we
Okay.
lost all the flying ships except the Wayfarer.
Yeah. Because those other flying ones were ones that you
And-
captured from low light, but they were
And-
smaller.
So we had the La Galante, Aventura, Colosa, Sombra, and the Orgullosa. That's
Yep,
the
but
one
those were all water ships.
Right.
The one that survived was La Orgullosa.
Okay.
So,
oh gosh.
So all the water.
Oh.
The others that made
Sally is no longer fleet admiral.
the others that made it here were not yours. They were Ecuadorian ships from around the Great Sea.
You have 2 ships now, basically.
All right.
You have a Wayfarer and La Orgullosa.
We have 2 ships. You're still in this.
I'm in a rock.
So
Did Menorah make it?
yeah, let's go on the Wayfarer and see if anyone who's alive.
Okay, Venora made it. She's on La Orgullosa. They pulled her out of the water. She had been on the Salt Maiden. You go aboard the Wayfarer. Green Gertie's alive. Half the crew is dead.
Anyone?
Mock
Yeah, I was just about to ask if Mock is dead.
Mock is severely hurt, like clearly bleeding to death, standing up.
Wow.
You know, Throck's
Eddie
people.
Bones, you back?
Wow.
Eddie's tearing up. Mock. What's up? I'm happy you're alive.
Why you make big like try scare?
Thank you for the book.
No, this is Hug. This is Hug.
Oh, squeeze contest!
Yes.
Squeeze contest. You feel a bone crack.
And as he's squeezing, I heal him.
Ah! Oh, you suck at squeeze contest. I feel better than before.
And I say, you're the best.
Heron, death's door.
Death's door?
Gertie tells you he jumped in front of so many hits.
Oh.
Wow.
Wow.
We have 10 people unhurt that would be dead without him.
I attend to him right away.
Thank you.
It's like, no, thank you.
I'm sorry I couldn't save the rest.
You did your best.
Maybe.
And I asked, so what exactly happened? Did the dragons attack you?
I'm sorry, dragon. This is, who are you saying it to? Gertie or Heron?
Whoever was in charge of the ship.
Gertie.
Gertie.
Dragons? Like plural?
Yes. Oh, well,
We were attacked by a dragon. There's
we,
more than one of them?
we were attacked by 3 dragons.
And you survived.
Yes.
They took care of the seaside fleet, the Ecuadorian Allied Navy. From what we can tell, the other one took control of the palace. Apparently, they were the wizards.
No. The same dragon that knocked us out of the sky burns the fleet in the water. That was all one dragon.
That was all one dragon.
We didn't
Okay.
see any others.
All right, well, they probably didn't turn into dragons, but we know that there's at least 2 more dragons that were human at the time.
But
They
give
can
me
turn into humans?
Yes, they can shapeshift themselves.
But give me the damage. How soon
And I-
can,
and I
can
say,
you get
man.
the ship up and running?
I mean, theoretically, we could sail away tomorrow, but the crew needs rest. We can't.
No,
Work right now.
we have to stay, and we have to send your friend back to get
Right. Well, we
to get
could.
the kid.
The longer we stay, the more we might get discovered. But you're right. Our ship can't fly or sail in this condition.
No.
So we're gonna have to
Right.
do a patch-up job as fast as we can.
Yeah, I say we hide here, wait for the kid, and then we leave. And we head west.
What's our destination?
We will head west to Do I know the name of the temple?
All you know is it's an ancient temple.
Yes.
You don't even have a specific location for it.
And I say we will head west.
The last information that you guys found about it was that it was west outside the Gray Sea, and that was it.
Our original journey.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yep.
no, didn't was it Blackbeard, right? It was Blackbeard. Graybeard. Didn't Graybeard's map have the temple on it?
No. It had lots of things on it, but not that.
Actually, can I look at that map again?
Yeah, let me bring it up.
Yeah.
You guys, by the way, in case you forgot, it is posted in the Discord. There's a whole maps channel in the Discord.
Yeah.
So if you want to see it at any time,
I
you
wanna
can go
make-
there.
Eddie Bones wants to look at this map again. That's Graybeard's map. And he wants to, because I know the Archon told me to head west. So I want to look at the map, see the pointing west, and see if Eddie sees anything significant that Graybeard would have wrote down on this map. Like landmarks he might have seen or anything strange.
Okay, so he doesn't have any notes of that nature on the map, but I will show you what he does have. Zooming in here, this is the Gray Sea area that you guys are familiar with. So as we've seen when I zoom out, it turns out that's a tiny amount of space compared to the rest of the map. So the Gray Sea is just this. This is everything you know.
Yeah.
The other things marked on the map, you don't know what they are. This is something called Kalen Law. This is something called Corylus, Vrail, Quirk, Ignos. Eddie, you know that Quirk was the name of the city of bird people in the air. You know that from the vision you had. Herd
Sick.
of the Great Waters, these are the centaurs you saw.
Nice.
Ignos, the underground city. The others you don't know.
And this is all towards the west?
Yeah, so this is all, like, west is this way. So this is all roughly west from the Gray Sea.
What was the most western port again?
The most western
That we
one
know of.
that you know of is Bronze Gate.
Okay, but with our ship damaged, do we sail back to Earthstall or do we go somewhere else?
Okay, so here's low light where you guys are at. You're kind of hidden in one of these islands. Oh, sorry, it's off. You're hidden in one of these islands. So there are lots of little ports you could go to that aren't low light. Earthstall is actually pretty far away if you just want to get to a port to do better repairs.
Yeah, let's do that. The closest
We'll
one.
do that.
Hopefully the dragons
And-
aren't there ahead of us.
Yeah.
And Eddie's pretty adamant about when we head west, we should check out that floating place where I saw those birds. I don't know if they're still there, but that might be a good place to start.
Yeah, and I'm like, Green Gertie, seeing as this adventure sort of soured, we are going on a new adventure. We are going to go in search of a temple that holds mystery and knowledge and great treasure.
And hopefully the power to stop these dragons.
Is this the same temple we were going to go to before?
Yes.
Yes.
What?
We're not
What?
back in search of it.
I thought we were going to be like the King's Navy.
Well, seeing as
Seeing as one dragon can take out a whole navy, I think we need help.
we're also searching for this temple for knowledge on how to defeat the dragons.
Yes.
And where's the
'cause-
king?
He's on his way.
Yes, he's talking to his people right now.
So the one guy that gives us any legitimacy at all, you left alone in a city occupied by dragons.
Don't worry, he'll be fine. He has magic fingers.
He was very adamant.
I had that sense about him.
He was
That
very
should be your t-shirt.
he
That should be your fingers t-shirt.
It is now.
he was very
Coming through
adamant
magic
about
fingers.
saying that he wouldn't do anything stupid. And
Really, when has that ever once been true?
I think he understands now exactly how serious things are.
Yeah. How long did we wait for him?
Well, let's fix the ship for now.
And then we'll determine that, but
At least a day's time.
We'll make the repairs we can make. We need a real port before we can replace masts and things like that.
If it's too long, like say if a day has passed and he's still not here yet, I'll go back and try to find him.
All right. So yeah, Eddie, I assume you go around and heal anyone else who needs healing.
I go on a full healing spree.
all the ships that are here.
Yeah, and like I even set up like a little spot that they all can come to me.
Some of them can't move, but
I also asked Heron if he would like to stay here and help the resistance.
Nice.
Although, seeing as
Good
you
call.
liked him, what if Eric likes him?
Don't do that to me.
you're not here. Heron would prefer to stay on the ship unless you're telling him to get off.
Heron's the golden guy?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm like, Heron, you saved many of my crew. You're welcome to stay.
We should make him the man of arms. No?
Master at Arms. He doesn't carry a sword.
Oh, I thought he had a sword.
Only a shield.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, if we're fighting, he might just jump.
Okay.
So I'm like, I really don't want him on my ship long term.
Okay.
So are you telling him to get off?
No, not here.
Okay.
I'm like, you could stay, because this is a city basically under siege, so I will take him to the next port at least.
All right. Cool. So that happens. You start healing people. Repairs are underway. They're not going to be really done well until you get to a real port. Annan, do you leave after your meeting with Eric?
I think I go with him to see my people, and I will do the battle cry song that I last gave to the elves.
Okay.
Just to rally them. I'm kind of envisioning them kind of in like low straits.
Oh,
like
absolutely. They're devastated.
They're devastated.
They break out of prison just to find out that they've actually been fighting immortal dragons this whole time.
Yeah. So I give a rallying speech, and then as it kind of dies down, I begin to sing, and then whether or not they kind of find the rhythm or not, I finish it off, nod and say that I will be leaving to find the best way to take care of the parasites that have invaded our city.
So you have a powerful effect on them. They now love you and see what Eric sees in you. And they're willing to fight for that. That's what the effect of this song is. However, using this ability pushes you a little too far. And we're going to have a roll to see if you can stay out of those stones. I need a mental saving throw.
I swear to God, you better pass this. I will punch you.
He will reach out of his stone into your stone and punch you.
What if we end up in the same place?
It won't.
Nope. Different prison cells. Mental saving throw, please.
I'm scared.
I'd be scared if I were you. I'm not scared though, because I'm the GM.
Yeah, you have nothing to lose.
Nothing.
I am okay.
You have passed it.
I'm okay.
You have passed it.
7 is my mental save. I got 7. Be my witness.
No, I saw it.
Meter beat. You almost don't pass it. But you know. I mean, this was the deal you made with Abroxiel, that he would withdraw and let the real you come back a little more. And he told you this would happen.
Yep.
You are weaker to these stones than you were when he was more fully in control. And as you finish your song, the stones flare up. Your tattoos, which go all the way up your arms and your chest, get bigger. They spread down to your stomach, and you can feel them. They're glowing, trying to suck you in.
It looks badass, though.
And you can... people can see it.
Yeah.
Your body becomes insubstantial for a second. You look, even to yourself, if you were to look at your arms, your chest or something, you look like particles, the way that Asarius did before he got sucked in. But you manage to protect the boy and become Annenbeck again rather than Lorien. Just barely. Keep yourself out.
I don't know if you'd allow this, but can we make an adjustment to my ears?
Yeah, absolutely.
Great. And yeah.
In fact, we can say that adjustment is part of what triggered this roll. That
Okay.
you going back to your normal self a little bit, it was too much.
I hold out my hand, just to calm the city. Pull Eric aside, just kiss him again. I'll try to be back.
Roll me a notice check, plus charisma.
Nine.
Okay, that's enough. Maybe because of your recent conversations with Eric, your experiences here, and the fact that you just touched the real Lorien for a moment just now, you notice something when you kiss Eric. And what you notice is the lack of any strong reaction from the other people. You were afraid to embrace your relationship with him because you feared ostracization. You feared that you would be seen as violating tradition if you didn't marry this girl that you'd been set up with. Nobody cares. Absolutely nobody cares.
I smile.
Yeah.
And I head back to the Wayfarer.
All right. So by the next day, he arrives. Jacko would like you to know that it was dangerous, that he almost lost his life 3 times waiting.
Here's an extra gold.
3 times, I said.
I give him 2 extra pieces of gold.
Thanks, Captain. I mean, Admiral.
Always a pleasure doing business with you, Jacko.
And he's off.
I sent you another question if you wanted to possibly look at it, but you don't have to humor it.
Okay.
Before we depart, I would like... to at least have a little ceremony for Asarius and Renly. If you two would be there with me, as I'll just be over here.
Is this a memorial service? Because if it is, I highly disapprove.
Yeah, they're not dead.
No. Of course not. But they're not with us. And for that reason, at least, I want to honor them for helping us get here. Now, I don't want to start crying, so I'm just going, let's see. Sorry, I am not really taking a lot of time to look at his books.
Never taken any time, really, right?
Damn it!
You'll have plenty of time as we set sail, my friend.
Yeah, you can study those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gave him the spell, but you gave him better.
Yeah, I see.
Do you have anything? Oh, I guess bend the currents. Yeah, I'm gonna do.
I mean, those are ones you can learn, I think.
Yeah, you
I have to
you have to
learn
spend
these.
time learning them. You can't
Yeah.
just cast them right now.
Damn.
Yeah, well,
But I do have a high mage spell. So, I guess for you had something to control the waves, didn't you?
I had some elemental stuff, yeah.
Yeah. How do you want to be remembered in this moment?
Oh my god, I don't know, whatever you feel like.
I'm like, can they detect your magic? Because I'd rather sneak away.
yes.
And we will sneak away. He helped us with this.
I mean, I had
Is it detectable by other magic users?
Most of my stuff is elemental, like most of the stuff that was individual.
What was
to
the
me.
thing that you used to push the currents?
He doesn't really have that spell.
Yeah.
Oh, or no, you help the sails, right, with the wind.
Yeah, I use a elemental. I basically just use the elemental blast on the sail.
Okay.
Which is not available to you because you're not an elementalist.
Would have been nice.
Fuck.
But you can just say something.
In
nice.
that case, I'll say something nice. And I do have a dagger, and I plant it at
Shit. You can't ignite them without me.
Well, I can ignite it in my own way.
Okay.
I plant it on the back of the ship. This belongs to Renly and Asarius. They will be back.
We'll find them.
We will.
And then we'll cut the throat of that dragon. Who
Let this be a memory then.
and probably skin him. I think his skin will make really good leather armor. What do you guys think?
Sails. We make sails out of it.
Yes.
Absolutely. And I ignite the dagger. Not on the wood. It's my own type of flame.
Yeah, it's not real fire,
It's not
yeah.
real fire, but it's
Balefire.
shimmering and kind of creating this, I suppose, memorial for Asarius and Renly.
Oh, pretty.
Speaking of Asarius and Renly. Asarius, you have learned some things. Excuse me. You have learned some things from your time in here. One, you can control when you see outside of the stone.
Am I limited to the stone field of view?
Yeah, you have the POV of the stone, basically. But you can turn that on and off whenever you want. Second, now that Renly has been killed and thus dispatched back to his native plane, you have the ability to summon and dismiss him from here.
Okay.
So, in playing with this, first of all, do you want to call Renly here? Because as soon as he is shot and sent home, you feel that connection light up again.
If I can, then I will. Yes, for sure.
Hey,
Oh,
what's
am
up?
I actually really glad to see you?
This is not corporeal.
No.
This is where you've been?
Yeah, this is where I got stuck in that rock. It's not so bad. I've started a garden over here, and I'm like pointing to nothing.
You might have gone a little crazy again.
It's how I deal with being stuck in a space for a long time.
Just full mental break is how you...
It's imagination overload. It gets crazy, actually.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
What can I do you for?
Well, are you able to return to our plane on your own?
Nope.
Shit.
I'm either going to be where you summon me to, or I'm going to be at home, which is the Fey Realm.
Which you like being at, right?
Yeah, I mean, the Fey Realm, I was kind of a non-personal force of Fey Realm energy spirits until you gave me consciousness. But when I'm back there, yeah, it's home. Now I have consciousness, and I'm going to be like, oh, this is nice. There's lots of trees.
It's nice to talk to you, at least.
I imagine so. If this is what deal with. Why is it so red? Oh, because the gem was red.
stone,
The gem
yeah,
was red.
stone. Do you want any tomatoes or anything? They're ripe now.
No, I'm good. I don't need food.
That's right.
Also, we're not corporeal.
That's right.
Yeah.
If you ever find yourself bored,
Yeah.
in addition to coming and talking to me, would you mind looking around for my body? My real body. I know you've never seen it.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know how to look for it. I know what it looked like. I mean, I've been in your head.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, I know what it looked like in the mirror, basically.
Yeah. Just trying to use this time wisely.
Sure. Do you have any abilities other than summoning me?
I have, well, my magic seems to be tampered here, so I haven't figured that out yet. Do you have suggestions? You know me, and I'm growing tomatoes in a void, so I could use some help right now. They're imaginary tomatoes, goddammit.
No, I got that.
Okay, yeah.
I have nothing. The best I could do maybe is if you want to send me some kind of message, but I could only carry it to the Fae realm and only to other Fae who are there.
Is there any spells in my old book that connect with it? Man, it's like playing telephone. What's telephone? It's like playing messenger to different realms, which it actually is.
While you're talking, Renly's like, hey, look at this. And he turns on the view outside the stone. Did you know you could do that?
I saw earlier, I didn't know I did it. I thought he was just showing you what was happening.
Well, you know, we're not corporeal, so it's more like kind of a conceptual thing. But yeah, I think you can turn it on and off.
I could just see outside the stone, I guess.
Yeah, Arceus is out there. You seem to be, I mean, you're in a different room than the one you found the stone in.
Mm-hmm.
But Arceus is there with Silwalk. And Silwalk is saying, but if we betray him, then we can just take this planet for our own. It doesn't matter how many minds he's in. He can't harm us. And Arceus says, no. Did you forget? He can't harm us directly, but he can change the entire weave of magic again. Which means changing us again. We will bide our time. And if necessary, we can tell the council how to kill him. And that is where we're ending episode 33.
Ooh-wee.
We need to talk to that Silwalk guy and see if he can turn.
We will not be playing episode 34 until July, at which time we will not have Matt with us
Oh.
because Matt is going away for a job.
Yep.
He'll be back in 2 or 3 months, but for June, we're going to be playing Alan's Godless campaign, Archonia No More.
Archonia no more.
If you saw our previous 2 episodes of Godless, which is a setting book for Shadow of the Demon Lord.
Absolutely crazy.
Where's Shadow of the Demon Lord? So Godless is Shadow of the Demon Lord. It's a post-apocalyptic setting for that game. If you saw our previous 2 episodes, what you may not have known at the time, but what we know now, is that they are set in the world of Archonia, but in a very different time and place than any we've seen before.
Yes.
Well, a very different place. Same time as something else we've seen before. But this is going to be all of June. In July, we'll be back with episode 34 of this campaign, but without Matt for a while. And that's a good thing.
I
he's
gotta do a
used
movie, okay? It's alright.
to make it a movie. Yes, yeah, hit me.
Can we have a little epilogue?
I mean, that was the epilogue.
Epilogue to the epilogue.
What do you want?
Can I wake these two and say, I've been reading a lot about
Were your ears always that pointy?
shut up. Wake up. Wake up. Eddie, I slap you.
Yeah.
It doesn't hurt.
Renly was a fae. I can cast Calculation of the Evoked Servitor.
Okay.
Okay,
I
what's
can
that?
summon my own fae.
We'll see you in a month. We'll see you next. That's good. I'm glad I let you do that. We'll see you next week, but we'll see you for this game in a month. Thank you, everyone. Good night.
Good night.
Okay.
So
Okay.
now we can talk to the author.